여러분 안녕, 아스입니다. And today we are doing a tarot reading for YG's new boy group, Treasure. It looks to be one of those groups that's got a lot of people in it. Let's see, what day is it that I'm doing this? Tuesday. I'm gonna check out, after I do this, I'm gonna check out their, new music video, My Treasure. But I'm telling you now, even if I like them, there's no way I am going to be learning the name of, 12 dudes. It's impossible. Well, if I apply myself, I can do it, but I'm probably not gonna. I'm already tired. I've been up since 7:30. It is now 9:40. So if I seem a little, low or out of it, it's because I woke up tired. I've had a lot to do this week, and it's already Tuesday. It's only Tuesday. I had to go with my dad's girlfriend to the doctor yesterday, and then drop her car off at the mechanic, and then today I have to do a makeup trial on their friend whose son is getting married in March. Apparently she went and saw a professional, and it wasn't good. I mean, it must not be good if they're looking for me to do it, because clearly makeup is not one of my strong suits. But I said I'd do it, so I do it. And I gotta go with it to the dress shop. Well, that'll be fun. I like looking at dresses. Maybe it won't be so bad. But, yeah, what else did I want to say to you guys? I don't know. Oh, usually I mention this at the end of my videos, but not everybody watches videos to the end. So if you're interested in, non-K-pop related tarot, weekly pick-a-card things, I post them on my Instagram Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, if you'd be interested in checking that out. So, enough of my pointless rambling. Let's get into Treasure's reading, shall we? Alright. Okay. First up, we've got the Elder Queen. The Elder Queen is about finding success in a venture, right? Which is great. They're a new group, so you always like to see that. It's about strength and receiving help from a friend. So maybe they've had a lot of help from other people at YG in their training. Maybe they've asked them some questions. But yeah, I like that we're starting off with success, because it's always a very good thing to see for a new group, you know? I don't like when things seem uncertain and you never know if they're going to make it or not. Because, I've seen the pictures. They're adorable, and I'm sure they're very talented, and YG is one of my favorite labels, with the exception of Icon. Don't really care for Icon. But everybody else is freaking great. Let's see, what's next? Oh, okay. Next we have the Changeling. The Changeling indicates that something or somebody is not necessarily what they seem. So they might encounter somebody who isn't very honest with them. They really need to watch out who they're associating with. Okay. This festival card came out in reverse. It looks like that. This is about, in the reverse, it's about boredom and lack of progress and stalemate. So maybe I don't know how Treasure was formed. I don't know how long they've been training, so maybe they were discouraged for a while. Maybe they felt like they weren't getting anywhere. I wonder if this whole plague situation made them worried that they weren't able to debut, or like it says, lack of progress. They might have felt held back. They might have felt like, well, there goes that. Now we've got to wait even longer. I mean, and this could be something that hasn't happened yet. I mean, a lot of places are going back into lockdown. I don't know about Korea, though. But, I mean, Korea is definitely doing a lot to minimize contact with people. If you've watched any of the award shows or the end of year specials, there's nobody. There's nobody there. Which is so weird, you know? Anyway, next one. Banshee. Okay. Banshee in reverse. I prefer Banshee in reverse. Banshee in reverse is about listening to your intuition and trusting your instincts. So, if they find themselves in a situation they're not necessarily happy with, they need to speak up, right? If something doesn't seem right, ooh, wait a minute. If something doesn't seem right, this changeling doesn't seem right, they need to trust their intuition and maybe bring it up to somebody. I wonder if it'll be like someone they work with, like a writer or a producer or something. And they're new, so they might not necessarily get a lot of say. But idols, even new idols, have gotten a lot more outspoken when it comes to their happiness in their job and their well-being and their health and everything in the last like decade, which is great. And I don't know how much freedom YG gives to their rookie groups, but there's going to be something that is maybe not 100, you know what I mean? Let's see, let's keep going. Okay. This card indicates illness and loss of energy or oppression. So, I mean, that's something. One, it's winter. Two, there's a plague. Three, idols in general are prone to illness from overworking themselves, exhaustion. But it's also a card about oppression. And that goes back to, like, trusting your intuition and speaking up for yourself. Yeah, let's see. Oh, okay. This king. This king is about things that are hidden, secrets, injury, insult, broken trust. Something's going on here. There is something going on. I wonder if it's just one of them. Hold on. I'm peeking ahead. Okay. Alright. I wonder if this is one person specifically. And when I shuffle for these readings, I pull up photos to help me focus. And this is a 12-member group, so it's hard. You get a lot. And to narrow it down to just group information, it's kind of difficult sometimes. I saw photos, and they were titled Treasure 13. So I believe I also counted in those pictures a 13th member. And now I'm pretty sure there's only 12. I don't know what happened to this 13th kid, but I wonder if that's who this is. Maybe he didn't feel like he was progressing. Maybe he felt bored. Maybe he got sick or hurt and had to be removed from the group. I don't know. You guys got to let me know. Because honestly, I know nothing about Treasure. Not a damn thing. But like I said, I'm going to watch their new MV after this. And maybe I'll react to it. I haven't done one of those in a long time. Maybe because I'm doing this reading, I might do that. We'll see. We'll see how much time I have before I gotta go dress shopping and what have you. Let's see, because we also have, we had that first queen, but we have a second queen. And this queen is about developing your skills and friendship and taking advice from people, receiving good advice. So I think that these queens indicate the group as a whole, right? They will be successful, or this MV, this release that they're doing will be profitable, will be successful, which is great. The sooner a group can be successful, the sooner they themselves will start making money, because that's the faster you're paying back the agency that you're on. So I think that this is Treasure 12. And the rest of this, because we have this guy in reverse, which is about trying to ignore an unpleasant situation, or someone who is ungrateful, or someone who is cruel or suffering cruelty. I think these might, because you got to let me know, because I don't know, could be that 13th kid that I haven't seen in most of the photos. I saw like 2 things that were titled Treasure 13, and then everything else was 12. Because, I looked it up on Google Images, right? Because I don't even know what these kids look like. And I noticed majority of their photos is only 12. And then when I noticed it said Treasure 13, I counted, and then I counted some of the other ones, and there was like 2 pictures where there were 13 and the rest of them were 12. So, I wonder if that's the deal with that 13th boy? I don't know. You have to let me know, because now I'm curious, because I didn't look. I don't like looking into articles or wikis or anything. I like to go in cold. Like, if I don't know anything, I'd like to keep not knowing anything. For lack of, I want to say contamination, but that's not the right word. Influence, maybe? Because I find that I try to do that, like, for example, on Christmas, my brother and his now ex-girlfriend came over, and she had me do her reading. I pulled 8 cards, and I'm trying to associate what I know about her to this reading, even though it really had nothing to do with it. Like, I could see in the cards that she was breaking up with my brother, as he's standing right next to me. So, yeah, like 2 days later, they were no longer together. But anyway, sometimes when you do readings for people, it's hard not to project information you already have pre-existing. So I like to have as little information as possible. So let's go. Let's keep going, because I will ramble my ass off if I don't. Okay. Knight of Cups is about deception. It could also be about thinking things through before you make a decision. Okay? That's its overall, general meaning. Cups are also, the love card, so it could be heartbreak, but I don't think that's really applicable to this situation. Depending on how this 13th dude left the group. if he was close to some of the other guys. Anyway, in a career reading, though, it's more about new creative projects and needing to put in the effort if you're going to succeed. And it says that a past decision that you've made is about to pay off in a big way, which is great because they have this new music video out and they're a new group. And like I said, the sooner I see success for my new groups, the better off it is for them in the long run. And hopefully it doesn't take them years to start earning money like a lot of the other groups. What's next? Seven of Wands. Okay. This is another card that can indicate exhaustion. Common in the industry. Although I will say, I think I've heard it the least about YG artists than other artists I know from labels I'm aware of. I'm sure there's plenty of labels I'm not aware of. But yeah, the Seven of Wands in reverse is also about compromise and teamwork, which when you have 12 dudes in a group, teamwork is important. It's also kind of another card that's about like standing up for yourself, which we saw in the first pile, or like trusting your intuition and doing what's best for you. Because Seven of Wands is also one that is about standing up for what you believe in, but knowing there's a fine line between standing up for yourself and fighting a losing battle. So it's like, choose your battles wisely, you know? Like, is this worth the effort of saying something? It's also another card that kind of goes with the Changeling about not everybody's what they seem. Some people really aren't out to help you. They only will help you if it benefits themselves. Or those people who are just negative and want everybody else to be miserable around them. So this card says if somebody comes up to you with an offer or an opportunity, say no, because it's not legit. It's not what you want. So it's possible because they're a new group, somebody might say, hey, I'm doing this show, you guys want to be on it, talk to their management, sell it real good, and then it's like this nonsense situation they need not be bothered with. And maybe they'll think it's great, and they'll be like, yeah, we want to do it, and they'll fight for it, but it's not worth fighting for. Okay, this is like a pros and cons card. Like, you have to really weigh your options before making decisions. Okay. Six of Swords. Six of Swords is about letting go of hate or negativity. It's about healing. It's about moving forward. It could be maybe they're not thrilled that this other dude left, or it hurt them if they were friends with him. And when that happens, that can take a toll on you emotionally and mentally. And they need to move away from that. Because holding on to things like that, no matter what your job is, no matter what you do, it does hold you back. If you're always sitting there thinking about, what would they do? It doesn't matter. You got to let it go and move on. This person's doing their own thing. You got to go worry about you. You can't sit there worrying about, they were my friend and I wonder if they're alright. It doesn't matter. It's again, like, there's so many boys. It's a card that's also about, like, a troubled or chaotic past, or clinging to the past. So I don't know, like I said, I don't know how they were formed. If they were formed in the traditional, you audition for YG and get put in the trainee program, which I'm sure is very chaotic. And it's definitely stressful. I almost went to a trainee school, but that did not work out, unfortunately, because of somebody I was friends with at the time. that, if it's not for them, they don't want to know nothing about it, and they will lie to keep you from doing it. Anyway, I don't know if they were put together on a show. I don't know if they were chosen the traditional way. I don't know. But either way, they probably went through some sort of chaotic change. I mean, it's a massive change in their life. But this card, excuse me, damn coffee. The Six of Wands says that if you've had a hard time at work, if it's been chaotic, if you've had conflict, if you've had arguments or have an issue seeing eye to eye with coworkers or management, that's all coming to an end. So I wonder if that's an issue too. Maybe they're not on the same page as management a lot of the time. But this card says that work conflicts are coming to an end. Things are going to calm down soon. They'll start to be happier in their work and more productive, which is great. And definitely, if you've debuted, you definitely are going to become hopefully more productive. Especially if you're well received, which I think they will be. Because we have those two queens, right? From the first deck. Yeah, okay. Let's see what's next. Okay, Two of Cups. Two of Cups is about happiness. Partnerships, healthy and meaningful partnerships. It's not necessarily romantic partnerships, even though the cups are the romance cards. It's about any partnerships, romantic ones, professional ones, friendships. So this is essentially a career reading, because we're looking into the future of this group. So the Two of Cups says now is the time to embrace the connection with your, in this case, your coworkers, your partners in your business, because that's essentially what they are. But it also tells you keep your eye out for mentors or people who might understand the business a little bit better, or might be able to give you some different insight and help you see something you might not have seen before. Yeah, because that helps you better yourself and move up to the next level, which, when you're a rookie group, that is your goal, is to keep improving. So they need to maybe speak to other people in the industry, maybe make some friends, say, hey, what's this like? What's that like? What did you guys do? What was your experience with this? And that'll help them elevate themselves and their careers. Oh, okay. I like that. I like seeing that. They got the Sun. The Sun is about happiness and success, and optimism, right? This one, kind of like the Six of Swords, is like things are getting better. And with the Sun, and he's on a horse, this child, things are moving quickly. Okay? Yeah, things will move quickly towards success and reaching your goals, right? The Sun says now is the time to embrace your desires, your passions, your dreams. And obviously they're doing that because they got to debut. But I think because of that, and we got those queens, and we have the Sun, and a lot of things about success, that they are going to be able to continue chasing their dream. I think they're going to be very well received. And so far, aside from whatever this is, Um, I don't know if you guys heard that, but if you did, it was my stomach. I've not eaten yet. Excuse me. Um, yeah, the sun says that you are capable of making your dreams a reality and that the best is yet to come, which is always great. I love seeing that. So, the group, aside from that one issue in pile one, I think is going to do very well. Perhaps it was fated. Destiny for that one guy to. Not that. That's like leave, right? To dip. And this might not have been his path. It might have been something that he needed to experience, but it might not have been the best path for him. We've got the Ace of Cups next. The Ace of Cups is about happiness, fulfillment, new beginnings, feeling free and happy with your surroundings, right? It could also be about forming new relationships. So it could be new friendships, maybe with other idols. It could be work relationships, maybe people they want to work with or get introduced to because now they've debuted. Yeah, the Ace of Cups is a card that indicates that you are destined for greatness, and I love seeing that. Okay. It says that you are very productive, and that is going to help lead you to the next level. Ooh. Oh. Okay. They have the World card. This is another success card. It's a card about completion, fulfillment, happiness. They've obviously completed one of their goals, right? Got accepted to a trainee program and have now debuted as YG artists. Great. It's also integration or travel, which obviously normally travel is part of their job. But maybe they'll I don't know what the travel restrictions are in the country of Korea. Like, I'm sure they can go to other cities, right? Maybe. Like, if they wanted to go to Busan, they can, right? So maybe they'll be doing a lot of appearances somewhere, limited limited capacity appearances, or those no audience TV show type things. Could be that. The world also indicates a period of study or working on a long-term project, which obviously training is a long-term project. Working on music is a long-term project. But it indicates that coming full circle, which obviously they've debuted. Their work has come full circle. The world indicates you are in the right place and you're doing the right thing, right? You're on the right path to achieve what you've envisioned, your goals, your dreams, whatever. So they are definitely where they're meant to be, and they're doing the right things to succeed, which we've gotten at least 4 cards now that said that, right? 4 for sure. But the world also could be about learning from other people and their cultures. Are all the boys in Treasure Korean? Or are some of them, GOT7, they have Bam Bam, who's Thai, and Mark is from LA and Jackson's from Hong Kong. So did they find 12 Korean dudes, or are they bringing different cultures together, and then obviously then they can help bring different aspects to the music? If not, though, they might be working with some people from different backgrounds, different cultures. That's always cool. I always like seeing that. Oh, okay, yeah, all right, all right. The Magician. Okay. The Magician is about having all the tools you need to succeed. It's about willpower. It's about creation. It's about manifestation. Um, they have the ability to manifest anything they want. Okay? Kind of like Suga from BTS. You know, that boy speaks things into existence. I think Treasure will also have, or some of the guys maybe in Treasure will have um, that ability. They are very skilled, very talented, and are able to create success. They are able to um, do what needs to be done to get to where they want to be. Okay? They've put in the effort and it'll pay off. You know, their hard work will pay off. They just gotta remember to keep focused. Okay? Also, this is also another card that could indicate having a mentor, somebody to help guide you. Because especially if they're young, which I'm sure they probably are, it might be difficult to navigate the world that they're in now. But I think they'll be all right in the long run. Things are going to go really well for Treasure. Let's see. Last one in this pile is the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is about being self-assured and having a lot of passion, doing everything with your whole heart. Somebody who's confident, okay? But she's also like fake it till you make it, you know? Like, even if you don't feel confident, act like you're confident and people will believe it, and eventually you'll talk yourself into it and you'll think you're confident. Or you will become confident. But like, you know, in like a career reading, such as this is, she says that they and people around them will be surprised with how much they can accomplish. Which is always nice, especially when you surprise yourself. You know, they might not think they're capable of it, and other people might not think they're capable of it, but they are. There's somebody who sees their potential. Could be that mentor that I saw in the Magician card. And obviously, if YG has accepted them, they see the potential in these boys. And they might, you know, well, I'm sure for sure will push them to achieve great things, the things that they know they're capable of. But they got to be all in. The Queen says you need to be all in. So, like, if anybody's having doubts, if anybody's having doubts, they either need to get over it or get out. Which maybe that's that 13th dude, you know, that person from pile 1 that's got a lot of things. It's got a lot of issues. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to the last pile. Oh, great. Okay. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is about dishonesty, deceit, manipulation, lies, lack of conscience. This card says to make sure you keep an eye out for people taking advantage of you. Look closely at the people around you. Because somebody might not be being honest. I wonder if somebody else is on the fence about staying in the group. We also had that thing about management. So I wonder if they have a shitty manager. I don't know. Some people know a lot of things about the idol managers. I know literally nothing. You know, the only manager I know is Vic's manager, Mickey. He's the only one I know. And that's not even his name. They only call him that because everything he owns has Mickey Mouse on it. That's it. That's the only K-pop manager that I know. You know, and I've seen things about terrible managers. But then I've also seen people who have great relationships with their managers. Like, Hyuna used to be really close with her manager at Cube or wherever she was at. I believe it was Cube. You know, a lot of the times idols are very close to their managers. You know, they get invited to their weddings. They sing at their weddings. But I've also seen one of BTS's managers, who is no longer associated with them, raise their hands to Cookie, which, the hell. So not all of them are great. So I wonder if they've got a questionable manager, or if one of these guys is not happy and he's pretending to be happy. I also don't want to sit here and say somebody could be doing this just to get their name out there and then be like, peace, I'm out. But, like, you signed a contract. It's not that easy. You can't just... I say that as I'm literally thinking of everybody who's debuted in a group and then turned around 6 months later and said, nah, I'm leaving. Because it happens all the time. You pay back management for what they spent on you, and they'll release you. So it could be one of those things. Maybe somebody isn't mentally or emotionally prepared to handle the stress that comes from being an idol. Could be why we got so many of those cards in the first pile. Because a lot of the times when somebody decides to leave after debut, or not long after debut, you don't see it coming. They sit there with a happy smile on their face and everything is great and wonderful, but they're like dying inside. They're like, no, I gotta get out of this. Okay. 2 of coins is about balance, ups and downs, right? Multitasking, perseverance, and being able to adapt, okay? Making sure you divide your energy and time wisely. Don't focus so much. We get this a lot with idols. Balance. Making sure you balance your personal care with your professional life. Okay? Multitasking, because rookie groups always have to multitask. They always have a lot going on. Idols in general always have a lot going on. But adaptable. I wonder if, because I've seen the thumbnail for their new music video. It looks very bright and colorful, which on occasion I like, right? As long as it's not too like sweet and fluffy, you know, like NCT Dream used to be. I hear they've revamped themselves, but I haven't checked them out since. But I really couldn't get into them. The thumbnail for Treasure's video doesn't look like that. It just looks bright and colorful, which I can get behind every once in a while. But, you know, dark concepts are my heart. So maybe they're adaptable in the fact that they'll be able to pull off different kinds of concepts very well, you know, like Vix, who is my favorite. Could also be adaptable that, in the sense, if somebody else wants to leave, they will have to adapt to being one man down. When you've trained to be 12 or even that 13 before, everything needs to be redistributed and reworked to eliminate that space that's been created. But the Two of Coins says no matter what, you have to remember to stay focused and productive. Okay? Even if you take time out for yourself, which is very important, that's part of it. Okay? Staying focused and productive for your health and well being, and also your professional career. Oh, okay. I like this. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. I really like seeing this in any reading. It's about your hard work paying off. Obviously, they've debuted. Having your dreams fulfilled. It's about recognition and acclaim. Like, people in the industry are going to take notice of these boys and how talented they are. And they will be very well known for that. They will be complimented. They will be acknowledged. Not like some of the groups that really have to fight for that amongst the senior groups. I think it's going to be very obvious very quickly how talented, not just amongst people in the industry, but like fans will notice very quickly how talented Treasure is. And I hear their name a lot already. A lot of people are already aware of Treasure, which, of course, they're a YG group. I feel like when you come from one of the big agencies, people learn your name a lot faster because they're more capable of putting it out there on a grander scale. But with Treasure, it's definitely well deserved. They are a very talented group, I think. Let's see. Oh! We've got the Ace of Cups again. Okay? The Ace of Cups is, feeling free, feeling happy with everything around you. And, new beginnings. This is something new for them. I think that, this is a card about being effective and productive in your work. So again, it's about being destined for great things. Great things are coming from Treasure and for Treasure. There's a lot of success in the future for these boys. They might have had to work through some negative issues. They might still have some. I mean, it's unavoidable. Those things will always happen. There will always be something that comes out of nowhere to throw a wrench in your plans. But that's why you have to be, adaptable. Adaptable. Right? So even if, you have somebody who wants to leave or somebody who's out to wrong you, you need to be adaptable in order to handle the situation. And I think Treasure has the skills necessary to survive anything that comes our way. Let's see. Oh, okay. Two of Wands in reverse is something I'm not surprised to see. In reverse, it indicates fear of change, fear of the unknown, sudden change, maybe letting your mind hold you back a little bit, limiting beliefs. Like if they think they're not capable, they'll be, nervous. They're a rookie group. This is normal. This is something that is new to them. And who said it? I don't know. There was some celebrity who said once, like an older one, he was asked once if he still gets nervous when he goes on stage. And he said yes. Because if you're nervous, it means you care. If you stop being nervous, then you don't care about your performance anymore and you should stop doing it. You need to go find something else to do. So to be nervous, whether you're a rookie or a veteran, is a good thing, because it means you still care about your audience, you care about your performance, you care about the effort you're putting in. And when you're a new group and it's a sudden change, and like I said, I saw a lot of success, it could come very quickly. I think success is going to come very quickly, which obviously is going to be a sudden change because they're not used to it. And it might make them a little scared. Because it does happen quick, and it's new, and it's different, and oh god, it's not what I expected. I don't really know how to handle this. That goes back to, where is she? Yeah, the Queen of Wands, the fake it till you make it card. You might be nervous as hell, but you put that smile on your face and you walk out there and you act like, yeah, I'm cool, I'm good, I'm used to it, this is where I belong, this is where I need to be, because that is where they belong. They might be a little scared and nervous because it's happening so quickly that they don't necessarily have the time to adjust. But they'll be fine. They just need to, act like they belong there, because they do. Right? Oh, the World again. They got the World again. They are definitely going to be very successful. Very successful. Yeah, maybe they will work with other people, or like I said, maybe there's people from other places in the group. But yeah, definitely a lot of success. For Treasure. Ooh, okay. Ace of Coins. It's about prosperity, new beginnings, gain, stability, abundance, right? It tells you, be prepared to manifest your ultimate desire. These boys, I think, are going to do great things for the industry, for themselves, for their label. They might be like the EXO or BTS of YG. There's a lot of success here. This is like the green light card when it comes out right side up. This is the go for it, you got it, full speed ahead. Okay? Cool. 9 of Coins is again about prosperity. The coin cards, or the pentacle cards, are the finance cards. So the 9 of Pentacles, because it is the pentacles themselves are financial cards, career cards. This is very good to see. It's about independence and prosperity and having a comfortable life. And also having security, right? Which is something everybody wants in life. It says hard work is important, right? They definitely have to put in the effort. But it also reminds you to relish in your accomplishments, okay? Take the time to appreciate everything that you have worked hard for, because you've earned it and you deserve it, okay? However, it also says that, and we saw a few other cards like this, about exhaustion and burnout. You got to watch and make sure that you don't overwork yourself, which, again, very common in the music industry, period, but especially K-pop. So yeah, they have to make sure they don't do too much too fast. Oh, okay. Their last card is the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is about maturity and leaving home, which obviously you need to do when you join the trainee program at any of these places, if you don't know how it works, it basically is when you audition, especially young, because they prefer young kids because you have energy and you can work for more years because you're not in your 20s or 30s like myself, which is why I never get fucking chosen for anything. Um, a lot of the time you're starting the trainee process when you're like GD, 11 years old, right? CL was like 11 or 12. So was Taeyang in Big Bang, right? They all knew each other since they were this big because you audition when you're young. And they put you in a dorm with other trainees and they send you to school and they feed you, and right? So you leave home at a young age. You become independent at a young age. But the Six of Cups also says that there is successful teamwork and creativity and collaboration. So while these boys had to leave home at a young age and become independent, it is a benefit to them because they are in this group together where they will be successful. They will have a lot of good cooperation and teamwork. And like prosperous collaborations could be just them working together, but it could be maybe them working with other people, other artists, which is always nice to see. Okay. Okay. They got the arrow for their oracle card this week. This is about a surge of energy. It's about charging towards your goal. It's about reaching your goal quickly. And being positive, right? Like positive attitude. I feel like a hypocrite when I say this, but it's probably true. Positivity and having a positive attitude really goes a long way in helping you out. I'm not necessarily one of the positive people. I said it. Okay? I'm a misery bag of a person. However, I'm not the kind of person that likes to make other people miserable. I'm not one of those misery loves company people. Like, leave me alone in my misery. Very Wednesday Addams. I'm very Wednesday Addams vibe, okay? But the arrow says, yeah, be positive because it really does help. And she says, set goals and have a plan. I do think that Treasure is on an upward trajectory. She says charging towards your goals. I think they are 100% absolutely charging towards their goals. We have a lot about success, teamwork, collaboration. I think they work well together. I think somebody maybe didn't need to be there. It maybe wasn't best for him and he's gone. There could be somebody else that's maybe not 100% that needs to perhaps voice his unhappiness or discomfort or whatever his issue is with the other members or management. Could be a managerial issue as well because we did see, it came up coworkers and like disagreements with coworkers or management, so it could go either way. But yeah, I think great things are coming for Treasure. I think maybe it'll take people by surprise how good they are or how quickly they rise to popularity. I wouldn't be surprised if it's so quick that people try to call chart manipulation. Because, they like to do that. When somebody gets popular, all of a sudden, people come out the woodwork claiming chart manipulation. And 9 out of 10 times, it's not true. It's true the last time. There was something not long ago. What was it? One of the shows? was it one of the shows or one of the competitions where they were manipulating votes and charts and whatever. But I think Treasure's going to come up so fast, no one's going to expect it, and everyone's going to be like, how the hell did that happen? Where did they come from? You know, like you hear their name, you know who they are, you know what label they're on, but you're not going to expect them to be so popular so quickly that I think they're just going to maybe take the industry by storm, which will be so much fun to watch. I love when that happens. I like when anybody succeeds. Maybe I'm not as much of a misery bag as I think I am. No, I definitely am. But I like watching these kids do well. Okay? Because I'm an old lady and I like watching kids succeed. So yeah, anyway, this has been a fucking long ass video because there's 12 dudes in this group and the cards just kept coming. I had to cut it off, you know? But there's a lot. You get a lot of people in a group and you get a lot of cards. That's just how it is because it doesn't know half the time what to pin down. So, yeah, that's Treasure. And that's it from me. So, if you enjoyed watching this video, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified next time I post a video, which is the readings anyway are always Thursday at 11 a.m. EST. Sundays at 8 p.m. also EST. I post pick a card readings, weekly pick a card readings on my Instagram. You can find the link to that and my Twitter down in the description box down below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.